Hello, everyone, and welcome to ABC 100. My name is Madison Stratford, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. A little bit about me. I've been teaching this class for 5 years. I started in 2020 during COVID. I've been working over the last 5 years to refine and hopefully make this a good asynchronous experience for you. I'm just going to kind of jump into the structure, the materials needed, and what you can expect from this class. So, the first week you're going to do getting started. You're also going to start on your roster module. But the very first thing I would love for you to do is to please come here and introduce yourself. You can just tell us a little bit about your experience with digital media if you have any. This is a beginner class, so you need no experience really. Scrolling as previous experience is fine, and give us an artist, a content creator, a musician who you really find inspiring. This is digital media. It spans a ton of different genres. So, let me know what speaks to you. Some of this will be more fine art based, but that's great. That's always great to have in your back pocket for inspiration, I think. So, you'll come here, you'll do your introduction, and you'll also do your setup and navigation. This is where the materials come into play. So, you may, in some cases, be able to use your Maricopa ID and your Maricopa password to access Adobe Suite for free. Some students are able to do it, some students are not able to do it. You can try it. I would suggest trying it. If it doesn't work, you are going to need to sign up for an Adobe account. And this is in lieu of a book. It is unfortunately now I believe $29.99 a month. It used to be $19.99, and you do have to have it for the entire year. If you are taking under any other digital classes, animation, anything, you and are asynchronous, you will likely need this program anyway. So it just is what it is. I also use the Adobe Suite because it is the industry standard software, especially for Photoshop, Illustrator, and Premiere and After Effects, which we won't get into After Effects, but so I think it's important for students to know, especially if they're going to go into industry, uh, if this is an elective or if for some reason it is a financial hardship for you, please reach out to me. There are alternative programs. I don't love using them. Our tutorials aren't geared towards them, but they are doable. You can usually kind of make adjustments and figure out how to do it. So if you are unable for some reason to access the Adobe Suite, please reach out to me. I will send you those pre-approved programs that are free for you to use to make sure that you're able to get the work done. Everyone should be able to complete the work in this class. We get really good work out of this class. And again, if you if you can, please get Adobe. If you can't, the other thing I will say is even though we're asynchronous, you'll always be able to access Adobe on campus. So, you can go to campus and work whenever you want, and that will also be free if you're unable to access Adobe and you need to. I understand some people are asynchronous because they don't have a car or whatever, and as a last resort, I'll send you those programs. But ideally, you'll be able to access Adobe asynchronously, remotely. Everything will be fine. If not, you can always go to campus. It will always be free there with your Maricopa login credentials. And if not, we'll send you to Last Resort, which is the free software, which is pretty decent, but again, not industry standard. So those are the things I like to tell you up front. And again, we don't have a book, so that's great. Um, so let's go over the structure of the modules a little bit. Um, you are going to have a little bit more work up front for Photoshop and Illustrator. I think they are very important programs to learn, so I want you to get a little bit more repetition in there. So for those two, you're going to have an exercise and find like a project, a bigger project, um, and that we will get into. I'll start here. My ADHD is kicking in. I'll start here with discussions. For your discussion, we'll just click on this discussion and I'll kind of show you. This is going to be a Dada analysis. You're going to research an artist in your own words. I just want you to synthesize like how do you perceive their work? Do you see any similarities between the past and the present? Is anything remain relevant today? Can you name an artist maybe who you saw from the past that you can tell affects the present? I want you to start making those connections, and I want you to do it with your brain, not AI. A little bit of AI, fine here and there. You write something, it doesn't sound quite clear, you plug it into AI and you say, make this sound better. That's fine, whatever. but I want to see that you're really thinking about it. I want you to use that brain of yours to really start with synthesizing and analyzing these works and making those big connections. Because if you can make those connections, you can do anything. So this, I believe, is due on the 31st. If possible, with all your discussions, I would love it if you want full points for you to post the 30th so that everyone has time to respond by the 31st and we can hopefully get some good like discussion going because I mean you're not going to see your cohorts otherwise. And I think it's really important. So first post the 30th, second post by the 31st. Here you're also going to have, if you want to, you can have a little primer on what raster graphics is. It's really short, just click through it. You're not going to be quizzed, but I think it's good to know. You sound more professional in the long run. For this, you're also going to have a reading exercise, which is a double exposure exercise. This you will follow through in the book that they recommend we use. I don't, it's a digital book, it's free. You just use the links. I don't love the books a ton, but we're going to have a couple projects in there that, or I should say exercises in there that I think are, a good introduction. Okay, so taking you here, you're going to have a Photoshop tutorial. Here I'm going to talk about the interface, but I am also going to talk about your project, which is a Dada collage. So it's going to show you both the interface and how to complete the assignment for this. There's also another tutorial in here you can use if you want a little more information. You can see some student work here. It's really fantastic. I'll go through the project overview. You'll do just a little bit of research. It's really light, just kind of like if you are inspired by something. It doesn't have to be super in depth. This is more of a visual class than like a writing class, but I think it's good to be able to explain yourself in the real world. And then a destructive editing technique here. I may update this. I think this one might be a little old. Final submission. These might change a little bit. Some of this might change a little bit as we go on, but it's mostly all the same. So that's really going to be the structure for most of the modules that you're going to be completing. After Photoshop, you're going to do vector graphics in Illustrator. Kind of the same vibe here. Discussion, post on December 9th. Second post to your peers, September 10th. December, I'm getting ahead of myself. Your reading exercise here, kind of the same thing above. It'll be in the book. It'll be pretty quick. It's just to get you familiar with the interface of Illustrator. Here, you're also going to have I think this one I have to check is your Illustrator interface tutorial. So I'll go over the interface of Illustrator with you. And then your poster tutorial. This one's really basic, but it will show you how to get the basic poster elements you need. You can go more in depth. You can go as in depth as you want, or at least follow the poster tutorial and know that you'll get a decent grade on that. So most people get good grades in this class. Then you're going to move on to sound in Adobe Audition. Same thing. This is where it gets a little lighter. You're only going to have one assignment here. Your video, which is going to be in Premiere, another one assignment unit, and then animation, which is going to be a stop motion animation, a kind of GIF in Photoshop. And lastly, you're going to have your final project. Your final project could be a redo of any of the assignments you've done previously. If you want to deviate from that, you need to reach out to me. I've had a lot of students self-plagiarize in the past from assignments in other digital media classes or graphic design classes, thinking I wouldn't know. I do. I know everything. I see everything. Not really. I do know the curriculum for Maricopa colleges, so please just be aware of that. And if you want to deviate, just reach out. I'm here. And if anything, you need anything at all, really, I want you to reach out to me as soon as possible. As for late work, if you know you're going to be late, grandma dies, dog dies, something happens, life happens, I get it. Please reach out to me as soon as possible. I do not allow late work resubmissions for discussions, but I will work with you on assignments. I know life happens, and I want to make sure you all pass this class and do well and have a good experience here. So please reach out if you need anything at all. I am here to help you. I am here to help make you successful. I want you to learn these programs. I really believe in them. And even if life becomes completely AI based in the future and you need to learn, if you're gonna write a much better prompt knowing how to use these programs than you will if you don't know how to use these programs. So it's still a foundational necessity, I think, for digital media to understand these programs. That said, again, reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. I love teaching this class. I love seeing the work that comes out of this class, and I'm here to support you. So I look forward to working with you all, and I may potentially be posting some more videos as the units progress. I hope you all have an excellent semester, and I look forward to learning more about you and seeing your work.